What is going on, everybody? Erock here, bringing you guys a brand new video. Hope you guys are all having a fabulous day today. Today's video, we're going to be talking about Fuse. If you didn't know, Fuse got a pretty substantial buff coming into Season 10, and that's what today's video is going to be all about. So if you enjoy the content on this channel, leave a like, comment, subscribe, leave me a comment. I already said that. Let's get into everything about Fuse. Maybe you haven't played Fuse before and you need a little remembrance. If you're new to the game and you're just coming to Fuse and you think he's a cool character to use and you don't know everything about him, we're going to go over that here today. So Fuse is a character that is perfect for controlling areas. He is an explosive expert, and with another set of buffs that came into Season 10, he's more likely to be used than you actually think, especially in the higher tier ranked lobbies. Fuse is armed with a stackable grenade passive, deadly cluster bomb tactical, and a flaming hot ultimate that encircles enemies. With these abilities, they may seem simple, but there are a number of tricks you can do to increase how good Fuse can be with his lethals and everything like that. So his Grenader passive ability gives him extra grenade slots per each slot. This means Fuse can hold 2 times thermites, 2 times frags, or 2 times arcs per inventory slot instead of just 1. Not only does this give Fuse plenty of ammunition with his launcher, but it also provides plenty of opportunities to counter any sort of squads that might be camping or pushing you in certain areas. You can hold people off in doorways, anything like that. Any grenade that's fired out of Fuse's grenade launcher will travel further, faster, and more accurately than their thrown counterpart. As a result, you'll always want to try and loot as many grenades as possible with Fuse, just because with his passive ability, you can double up on grenades very easily. That being said, Fuse brings an explosive twist to many fights. When this is activated, Fuse's Knuckle Cluster launcher will unleash a cluster bomb that continuously excels airburst explosives on impact. The Knuckle Cluster can be stuck to enemies and deal a crazy amount of damage, and anyone that is caught in the area or the blast area as well. The Knuckle Cluster is great for destroying traps and ambushing camping squads. In Season 9, the update that was given to Fuse stacked 2 Knuckle Clusters, and it reduced the cooldown from 25 seconds to 20. Additionally, with Season 10, the explosives duration has now been doubled, meaning that he can deny an area for much longer. So the time of his Knuckle Cluster exploding and going off has been doubled. So that means more time for you to either push or hold enemies off. And if people are stuck inside of that, it's going to do 2 times more damage than it would, and it doesn't just affect one person. Like I said, it's anyone that's in that area. So and having 2 of those, and it gets a reduced cooldown to 20 seconds, basically in any sort of fight you get into, you can throw 2 grenades every fight if you don't have any in your inventory whatsoever. That is why Fuse is turning into one of the most more so picked characters when it comes to ranked. Fuse's ultimate ability launches a bombardment that encircles a target area in a wall of flames, dealing damage over time and slowing players caught within it. Now, if your teammates do get stuck in it, they do not take damage, but keep in mind it will slow your teammates and mess with their vision a little bit. So keep an eye out for your teammates in that part of it. But despite the size, the Motherlode can be fired up to 200 meters away, giving Fuse plenty of opportunities to ambush enemies. Once players are caught within the blast radius, they are highlighted to your teammates, making them easier to bombard with a combination of grenades, the Knuckle Cluster, and standard gunfire. If this is timed correctly, the Motherlode can tear through even the tankiest of teams. So the other buff that was given to Fuse is if an enemy is captured inside of the Motherlode, you will basically have an outline scan of them, kind of like when Bloodhound uses their scans or abilities. You could see full body outlines, everything, and that's very, very good as well for Fuse mains. Just a couple tips and tricks along the way with Fuse. You could punish defensive campers with his abilities, shooting the Knuckle Clusters, like I said, into buildings, holding teams off. Just basically using the Knuckle Cluster in any fight you can, because, like I said, you get 2 basically per fight, and they reload every 20 seconds. So, and then making sure that you combine your team's ultimates So you push with an Octane, shoot knuckle clusters, sear, everything. Just make sure you're doing all that. Always replenish grenades whenever you can with Fuse, because with having 2 times the amount of grenades you can hold on top of the knuckle cluster Fuse, I'm going over this again just to make sure you guys really understand how powerful Fuse can be now. And I'm very excited that they did something to Fuse and to try and shake up this meta a little bit. If you want the overall best legends to team up with Fuse, there's an argument to be made that Loba can be in this, just to be able to replenish grenades with the black market super quickly, and also having in a horizon to where you could queue up and then shoot down on enemies. Octane as well. But majority of players that I'm seeing with Fuse is just part of the other sort of the meta with ranked right now, with a Bloodhound or a Seer and an Octane, or an Octane in a Gibby or something along those lines. But in pubs, it doesn't really matter. Just use what you want. Fuse can be viable on any team in pubs because it's pubs, but ranked, make sure you're definitely tearing towards the meta a little bit more. But that is going to be it. Fuse is kind of fun, not broken, but just in a good spot now to where Fuse can be used in many different sort of scenarios. And I'm very appreciative because they need to change this meta up a lot. And I just wanted you guys to be aware. Use Fuse. He's great. He's fun. And let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below, if you're using Fuse, or if there's any other legends you want to see adjusted, made changes to besides Seer, because that's coming. But anyway, thank you guys for the constant support on this channel. Leave a like, comment, subscribe on the way out. Come on over to the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Erock, if you're interested. And that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for everything, closing in on 10K. And we will see you in the next one.